community. Welcome to yoga class. Please find a comfortable seat. I'm going to just roll my mat so that I'm sitting on something here. You might come to sit on a pillow. You might be sitting on a chair. And just take a moment to fully arrive in this space. And just notice how you feel in your body and how the air feels on your skin. Notice what thoughts are running through your mind. And for this meditation, I want you to bring attention to what you are grateful for. And it could be something very simple. It could be grateful for food, or grateful for shelter, grateful for clean air to breathe. It could also be more complicated things like grateful for playing a certain game you like to play, or toys you have that you really like to play with, or grateful for a certain person in your life. Whatever it is, bring your 100% attention to what it is that you are grateful for. And really focus all of your attention on that feeling of gratitude. As we move through our physical practice of yoga, continue to come back to what that gratitude is. What are you grateful for? So we'll come into tabletop and we'll do a few cat-cows. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, tuck your tail. Inhale, back bend, exhale, tuck your tail. Inhale, back bend, and exhale, tuck your tail. Inhale, and exhale, fold. And then we'll do a few with your own breath. Inhale to rise, and exhale, fold. And then if you want, you can take a few circle movements, moving from side to side with your hips. Lift your right hand up high and look at your right hand. If this hurts your neck, you can look down. And then from here, weave your right hand underneath your left hand, coming into a shoulder stretch. Be here for a few more breaths. Inhale, lift your right hand up high, and then set it down. We'll do the other side. Inhale, left hand lifts, and look at your top hand if you can. And then on your next exhale, weave it through underneath your right arm, pressing your palm into the ground. Shoulder opener. You can also put a block underneath your head if that feels better, or a pillow. Just keep breathing here and coming back to that feeling of gratitude. And then from here, inhale, lift your left hand up high. And then set it down. We'll take a few more cat-cows here. Cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. And then from here, we're just gonna hold this fold, this forward fold, really press into your hands and see if you can start to fold even deeper. And we'll just walk our knees out a little bit, maybe knees a little wider than hips, and we're coming into child's pose. If you cannot sit on your heels today, you can sit on a pillow, walk your hands out, your forehead touches the ground or touches a pillow. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath, really settling in. Walk your hands out towards the left. This is a nice side stretch on your right side. Walk your hands back to center. And then walk your hands to the right. Side stretch on the left. And walk your hands back to center. We'll come back into our tabletop. And here, we're going to take a big step forward with your right foot, coming into a low lunge. From here, you can fold your mat or a pillow underneath your knee. A low lunge. And then from this low lunge, you can walk your left leg out a little to come a little bit deeper into it. This is lizard. And then from lizard, we'll just walk our hands back towards, a little bit towards your hips, flex your left toes towards your face, and then fold over your left leg for your half splits. Coming back up to your low lunge. Think your ankles right underneath your knee. And then your arms rise. Inhale. And exhale, hands by your side. Touch your hands back down to the mat. And step your left foot back to your tabletop. This is our starting point. And from our tabletop, we can take a few cat-cows. take a big step forward with my right foot, coming into a low lunge on the other side. I'm going to put some padding underneath my left knee, and then I'm going to rise. There it is. Low lunge. And then if you want, you can take lizard lunge, which is a bit lower. I'm winging out my right leg just a little bit. Wherever the knee points, the toes point. And then from here, we can start to walk our hands back towards just underneath the hips. Flex your right toes towards your face. And then fold over your right leg for your half splits. Walking your hands back up. Coming into your low lunge, arms rise. And hands back down to the mat. Step it back to your tabletop. From your tabletop, we can take some circle movements with the hips, maybe circle movements with your shoulders. Try to do the circles in both directions. From here, we're going to step back, tuck your toes, and come into your downward dog. Here, engaging through all the edges of your hands. Really press down through the palm of your hands and feeling that the area underneath your thumb really pressing down into the mat. And we're just going to work our way into a pigeon. But before we do that, lift your left leg high, bend your knee to stack your hips, and then make circles with your knee, 3 in each direction. And then let's do the other side. Other direction. And then extend your leg long, 3-legged dog. And then bring your knee in towards your left knee, towards your left wrist. And you might decide to stay up high like this. If so, you can put a pillow underneath your hip, underneath your left hip. Or you can lower down your right knee, coming into a pigeon pose. And from here, you might decide to stay upright, or you can decide to walk your hands out and fold over your left leg. When you're ready, you can walk your hands back up, and we'll try to come out the way we came in, or you can come out however it works in your body. So tuck your toes, your right toes in, and see if you can press yourself back into your downward facing dog. We'll do the other side. Lift your right leg up high, bend your knee to stack your hips, make circles with your knee, 1, 2, 3, switch directions, 1, 2, 3, extend your leg long, 3-legged dog, bring your right knee towards your right wrist. And then again, it might not feel the same on this side. So it might feel better for you to stay up higher by placing a pillow right underneath your right hip, or you can lower it down. And then from here, you can stay lifted, or you can walk your hands out to fold over your right leg. walk your hands back up to sitting upright. And then again, we'll just see if we can lift ourselves back into that downward facing dog shape by pressing your hands into the mat and lifting your leg up. And then we'll just pedal out the dog, pedaling your legs. And from here, we'll just lower down, knees, chest, chin. And then we're coming into Sphinx pose. So your elbows are right underneath your shoulders or around there. And then you can just relax your legs, relax your back. You could even have your head kind of hanging here where you could lift your head. Option here to bring your hands out long and press yourself into a little bit of a deeper back bend. This is seal. From here, we'll lower down. Bring your left ear to the mat. And then gently bring your right ear to the mat. And then we're going to push ourselves back, up. Just take a moment here to try to remember what it was that you thought of that you were grateful for. Maybe while we were moving, you forgot, and that's okay. That's why we practice remembering. We're coming into our final rest here. Just rocking a little bit on your back. And then when you're ready, you can let your legs come out long, arms come out by your side. Take up as much room as you need. And for our final rest, which is called Savasana, I want you to just take a moment and think about the joy that that thing brings you, that you're grateful for. And really relax, completely relax 100% on the ground. Relax your legs and your arms. Relax your back. Relax your neck muscles. And when you're ready, you can move your arms and your legs. Make circles with your fingers and your wrists. If the morning stretch is calling to you, go ahead and take that. And then you can roll onto one side in a fetal position. Press your hands against the ground to lift yourself up. I hope that the joy that you can receive in gratitude follows you throughout the day. Thanks for doing yoga with me, and I hope this helps. Bye.